So there's a distance between where one is now and where one wants to be. And for a long time, I had an idea of where I wanted to go in terms of just getting better. Like, I may have not had the entire goal laid out, but I knew I wanted to get better from what I was doing now. Whenever I was younger or younger in my career, I would just think and daydream a lot. And that's kind of a struggle of mine, is just getting caught up in daydreaming or whatever, wanderlust or whatever it's called. And but there's a distance between where I was and where I want to be, and even today there's that distance, right? And the biggest question is, well, what does it take to get from where one is to where one wants to be? And that's what I want to talk about today. But before I get into that, I do want to say welcome to the Practical Place. My name is Ryan Holguin. I am actually a certified project management professional, so that is sort of where I've cut my teeth in corporate America, and where I've grown in my career. And so I like to talk about things here that I have experience in my journey. I still have a long career to go, hopefully, but I want to share this with any aspiring project managers or any aspiring career professionals. So I talk about things like this, might even get into tutorials on certain tools, and then sometimes dabble into other hobbies. So if any of that interests you, I would encourage you to subscribe. I've got 360 plus subscribers here, so really thankful for everybody who has subscribed and joined the journey. So so one of the things, or really the biggest thing, I don't really want to talk about or focus on the distance from where one is now and where you want to be, or where one wants to be. It's really about what what is involved in the in between of where you are and where you want to be. And this is all just from my personal experience and really my thought about it. And so feel free to disagree or add any insight or commentary into the comments. But to oversimplify it, I would just say it takes a lot of rolling up one sleeve and sort of getting to work. We live in a day and age where there's a lot of automation. So you think about AI and efficiency and all these buzzwords. But even in all of that, even current day, I experience a lot of lack of, this is my observation, a lot of lack of rolling your sleeves up. And I think a lot of just my upbringing and past really informs that. My perspective, and if you watch other videos, you kind of know I didn't come from an educated family, so I'm not here where I had a support system that taught me and trained me how to think about the world. I had to learn that in the real world as I was already married, as I was had a job and had to pay bills. And so with that comes a lot more of urgency, I think, at least for me. It created a sense of urgency because as a kid, you grow up longing for more. I did, and just never knew what it took to get more until I had to get a lot of things in my life in order as I got older. But really just learning, sometimes you can't automate hard work. I mean, hard work is something that has to be built into somebody. And this isn't a hustle culture video. This isn't a, your wealth and prosperity video where, if you work harder, you're going to get more. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, for me, there's a lot in the journey that you're learning about yourself. And in the rolling up one's sleeves, theoretically, and getting to work, that's a lot of what a lot of people don't do, I feel like, these days. I mean, this is a large generalization, but in my career, I mean, I've been able to get promotions, get new roles, and I attribute a lot of that just to not being afraid to work. Now, I do a lot of knowledge work when you're doing project management, and then moving over to like more of a chief of staff role now, where I have to provide insights to leaders and help inform decisions by the insights that I've developed and created and feed to leaders. So a lot of it is knowledge work. It's not like I'm putting in hours at a out in the field somewhere. I'm behind sitting at a desk all day, but I think that we can forget that there's a lot of work that goes into that, and there's also a mindset that goes into that that I think can really get people ahead. For me, I mean, if I was giving advice to a young career professional, like somebody getting into their career, I would say, don't be afraid to work hard. Don't be afraid to take on hard challenges and try to learn and fail. Like, if you're not failing, you're not really trying anything hard or outside of what you're comfortable with. And so that might be a cliche, but there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of character shaping that happens whenever you just take risk and you try something new, or you volunteer for something new. And that might be against career strategy, in terms of like, you got to find that healthy balance of not doing too much, because then you're always going to be expected to do that in your role, but then not doing too little, because you also want to be seen as valuable. So you got to find that healthy balance. So I'm not talking about that. That's a separate conversation. This is more about just a mindset that one is not afraid to step up and do the hard work. I mean, there's been a lot of tools that I've developed because you sit back, you observe, you hear about needs and wants and pain points that everybody has at work or whatever. And then you start to think, well, like, why can't I just create that, right? And that's kind of the question. It's kind of an ignorant question, like, and ignorance is bliss sort of thing. Of like, you really don't know what you're getting yourself into. At least I don't, until I just start doing it. But it's like, hey, we want this dashboard, or people want to see these metrics or these numbers. We don't have a tool that does that. But like, everything I'm hearing is people want to see this information. That's what I'm hearing. Nobody's asking for a dashboard, right? But I'm hearing people want to see this information. Well, why don't I just create it, right? We have the data. It may not be organized, but I can get in there and start organizing it, pulling it up, rolling it up, organizing it, doing some formulas and calculations, and then rolling it up into a dashboard. I can do that. And what happens between coming to that realization and actually it coming into fruition is a lot of hard work. I mean, there's been countless of hours that I've spent on YouTube, on blogs, on forums, trying to get answers to questions when I'm trying to create a tool. And I honestly feel like that's where a lot of my great ideas have come from. Not to sit here and say I have a lot of great ideas, but things that have worked well for me in my career, tools that I've created, successes that I've had in my career have been because I see a need, and then I realize, well, nobody's created something for that yet. Let me create it. And I really don't know what I'm getting myself into, right? It's like, well, we're in, Excel, or I've got access to Smartsheet, right? Let me just start working on it. I know enough about it to get in trouble, or to do damage, right? So let me just start messing with it. And then before you know it, you built a whole dashboard that rolls up information and people can see it. And now executives are looking at it, or leaders are looking at it. And it just started with an idea. And that's kind of what's taken me. It's gotten me a long way, I guess I should say. And again, there's a difference between that, right? Signing up and volunteering for hard projects and hard work, and strategically, leveraging where you're at and not doing too much, so that you then sort of overplay your hand and you're kind of stuck in the same position, right? That's a different conversation. But I'm really just focused on the mindset of like an individual. Like, I feel like for me, again, just in summary, like if I were to sort of be able to talk to my previous self and anybody trying to make it up in their career, I would just say, don't be afraid of hard work. Don't be afraid to roll your sleeves up and try to figure things out. I mean, there's tools I'm working on today that are creating a lot of good conversations, I think, because I wasn't afraid to put my hand up, say yes, and start and get to work. A lot of hours watching 2-hour long tutorial videos on YouTube. I feel like, even this is a little side tangent here, but like, we're in this culture where everybody wants to get certified, or their certifications, right? You get on LinkedIn and somebody's celebrating their certification, and I'm not against certifications. I mean, I started the video off saying I was a project management professional, so I got a certification, but I feel like a lot of times it's almost like I'm getting the certification so that I can then get a raise or whatever, right? It makes me feel good, but it's the whole point is the journey, right? The knowledge you learn in that process. And so YouTube, I mean, there's free platforms all the time. You're not going to get certified, but you're going to learn knowledge that you can turn around and apply today. And that's what I've been able to do, is by having a mindset where I'm not afraid of rolling my sleeves up and getting to work, and understanding, even though we are in a world where automation is top of mind for everybody, and I want to automate this and automate that, you cannot automate hard work. That is something that you have to build in yourself, time after time again. I mean, challenge after challenge. I mean, there's been so many times where I've, got done with the day or got done with my week, and I'm just racking my brain. I just cannot figure out how do I fix this issue? Like, I can take a shortcut and I can say it's good and move on. But like, I really want to overcome this mental hurdle, and I want to learn this thing, not for the sake of learning it, but for the sake of being able to add value where I'm at. And being better and adding more value to where I'm at, who I am, and my overall brand as a professional, excuse me. And so, yeah, that's sort of my plea, if I want to use strong language, to a young professional. If you're somebody who wants to grow, do whatever you want, right? Your life, you have to pay your own bills. Don't listen to some random guy on YouTube. Do whatever you want. But what I have learned is there is a lot of people unwilling to do the hard work. Everybody has good ideas, but there's a less amount of people, a smaller group of people that are willing to execute and act out on those ideas, start to actually create something from those ideas. And that was something I learned a long time ago from a mentor, was like, do not bring me the problem, bring the solution, right? You've heard that, but then that's a lot of people. A lot of people can bring out, point out problems and even point out a solution. It takes a special breed of people to execute on that solution, build something, create something of value for the people around you, for your company, so that you guys can create better products, better work for society as a whole, right? So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Are you afraid of hard work? Have you even considered this idea of the distance between where you're at and where you want to be is a lot of hard work? And again, it's not hustle culture. It's not promising success is coming, right? If you just work hard. It might increase your chances. That's great. But I'm not in this for certain results. I'm in this because I'm called to work hard, and that's what I'm going to do no matter the outcome. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Agree, disagree. Like this video if you found it insightful, intriguing, anything that was beneficial to you, and subscribe to the channel. Really want to grow this community to where we can encourage each other to be better, do better, but also it's okay where you're at. Let's just try to grow and get better. Until next time, my name is Ryan Holguin here with The Practical Place. I will see you in the next video.